parents, it's all started from your parents thinking big for you, right? Fighting for a good school, fighting for your admission in a good school. I think that must have been a turning point in your life. Like, and also growing up, we learn a lot from our parents. So that fighting spirit, I think you got from your parents.
Yeah, definitely. I think the courage is one muscle that I built purely because of my mom. Because
Mm.
you know what, dad also was good, but mostly we end up spending time with mom because mom dad would travel, go to the long 1 week trip of the and they have heart to impact and make a difference or do something to follow their passion or purpose. But until unless they do not muster the courage, nothing happens in their life. So I think these are some of the lessons that I learned hard way.
Yeah, very true. Courage to take that first step, initial step, step one. So, truly inspiring, Dave.
Thank you.
So tell me, I'm curious, this is not part of the question, but how do your parents react now? I'm sure they are really proud of you. And
Oh yeah.
yeah, how is it?
Yeah. I mean, I cannot describe in words how they are feeling because I still remember one incident when my mom came to Dubai for the first time, last year.
Mm,
And, I booked her nice business class Emirates flight and, it's the chauffeur driven car, picking her up and then sitting in the business class, again, the chauffeur driving and dropping.
mm,
And she came to the place, she saw where I live, just like my house looking over the palm, beach. She is like, and these are her words, okay? She said, Dave, I knew that you will become somebody growing up,
yeah.
but I never thought in my dreams that you will come this far. I am
Mm,
so proud of you.
mm,
These words, literally made me emotional. And I was
mm,
like, wow, I really wish, if every son, every daughter could
mm.
have the opportunity to make their parents feel the way my mom was feeling. I'm sure everybody's doing their best,
Yeah.
but there's no better blessing than making sure that your parents are well taken care of, as well as you do the best for whatever you can in your journey to make an impact, make a difference, become very successful in all the areas of your life. Your parents will be the most proudest people.
Yeah, very true. And I think growing up, even my goal was to see that pride, and smile in their faces, and that still is for me. Okay, so I can very well understand it, and I think it is a true blessing if one can do that for their parents. So I applaud you for that, and I'm truly inspired that ways. So
Thank
they
you.
success can mean different things to different people, right?
Hmm.
How do you personally define success? What success, whatever it is that I feel that okay, this is my success. Okay, if I achieve
Interesting.
this, it will be my success. If I achieve that, if I author a book, or maybe if I author 5 books, that would be my success for
Mm.
this lifetime. Or things like that. If I impact 1 million people, that would be my success. Or
Mm.
if I have, say, 100 crores in my bank, that would be my success. So,
Hmm.
how do you personally define success, and how that definition evolved throughout your journey as an entrepreneur?
Yeah, it's a very, very good question. And, I think success actually changes based on the phase of life that you are in, especially for people who are struggling for daily bread. I think success for them is just, oh, if I can just get a meal, my day is
Mm,
successful, my life is successful.
mm,
So that was my definition of success growing up. That hey, if I can get a good job and pay off the debt that my parents had, that was the definition of success then. Then after a few years, like, oh, if I get a promotion, if I make this much money, is my success.
mm,
And then I think the major part of my life was driven by safety and security. So
mm,
success was still a distance dream for me. So I was always
mm,
operating from safety and security. But now, if I
mm,
look back, all those phases were important. Right now,
mm,
success for me is when I achieve my goal of transforming 1 billion lives, which is 100 crores, if I'm able to make a difference, make an impact, and transform them, that's my definition of success in terms of my goal.
Mm.
But do I consider myself as a success right now? I would say yes, because apart from the goal, I I believe the true success is in freedom.
Mm.
When you are able to achieve the freedom, then you're successful. Now that freedom could be not just making a little bit of money. It
Mm.
could be in all the areas of your life. And I just created a post recently on LinkedIn as well. Is the true freedom is when you are free from all the negative thoughts or the low vibration thoughts.
Mm.
That is your emotional freedom.
Mm.
Then you have your physical freedom, which is you're physically fit, you are healthy, there's no illness, you're successful in fitness.
Mm.
Then there's the time freedom, which is when you can use your time the way you want.
Mm.
You own your time and now nobody else. That
Mm.
is a time freedom success.
Mm.
Apart from money success.
Mm.
Then there's the location freedom, which is then you can choose to be in whatever country, in whatever place that you like. It
Mm.
is a location freedom. And
Wow.
then there's a spiritual freedom, which is your ability, not ability, but if you can be who you are truly, being authentic self and doing what you really were meant to do, which is following your purpose and making a difference. That is
Mm.
another freedom. So if you combine all that, and of course one of them is relationship freedom, meaning when you are with somebody that you love and the person loves you back, and you do not have to put up a mask or a show, and you can be yourself truly, because kya hota hai na, duniya ke samne we still put on some mask, right,
Mm.
in the world. But when you are with your loved one, you remove all the mask. you know
Mm.
Again, relationship freedom is when you can be yourself with your
Mm.
family, your loved one. That's
Yeah.
another freedom. So it could be combination of all this, but ideally, I say, why not have it all? Why not have all kind of freedom and
Mm.
continue to thrive for it until you get there? And once you get there, help others to do the same thing, because you
Mm.
just getting success yourself is not enough. Help others to do the same thing.
Mm. All right. Yeah, very well said, and very insightful. Financial freedom, emotional freedom, location freedom. Like I come from armed forces background, so I
Mhm.
have to change my location every 3 years or 5 years. Um, yeah. So even though I'm not in armed forces and I'm still married to an armed forces officer,
Mhm.
and that's the kind of location limitation I have. Anyway, spiritual freedom, purpose freedom, relationship freedom, very, very insightful there.
Thank you.
So, yeah, and you spoke about safety and security. Have you heard of Maslow's,
Hierarchy of needs. Yeah,
hierarchy
yeah,
of
yeah.
needs?
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
yeah. So you see, I can see your journey from physiological needs, which is the basic need, to now what you're doing. So where do you think you are?
Contribution. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, Maslow hierarchy needs is from physiological needs, which is food, shelter, and all that. Then
Ramakan.
goes, yeah, then go to self-esteem needs, the recognition, love and all that. Then goes to, I think I went to self-actualization after working for 15, 16 years. I went to self-actualization, where I learned and improved in all the other areas of my life. And right now, I think I'm at the top of the pyramid in terms of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. That my need is more driven by contribution. That's where I am at. When I can serve people, when I can help people, when people say that, oh, because of you, I learned this, my life changed. I became better human being, my finances changed.
Mm.
That gives me satisfaction. So yeah, that's where I am right now in that pyramid.
Absolutely, you are. Absolutely. Impact of mentorship, like you have mentored, you mentioned seeking mentorship from leading entrepreneurs. How has mentorship played a role in your personal and professional growth, and what advice would you give to others seeking mentorship?
Yeah, I mean, I already see some of my students are here, and I'll give a shout out to some of them who I can quickly see on my screen. Neha, Dr. Neha is there, Nilim is there. Who else? Who else? I think Ravi. So I think I'm a big believer of having a mentor, because I say this to my students is I was born twice. First time when I was actually born to my parents, and the second time I was born to my mentors, because my parents gave me birth to this life, and my mentors gave me birth to my new life, which is more conscious, more aware, more serving and giving to people what gift I have received.
Mm.
And I think I wonder sometimes, why did I not have mentors early on in my life? Why did I have to wait for like 33, 34 years of my life only to realize having a mentor, is like a fast tracking your life and your journey and making it more smoother and easier. We try a lot of things, R&Ds and trials and testing, but the smart thing is, man, just follow the person who has been on this path.
Mm.
Hold their hand, walk on the path. And they say jump, you jump, right? They say sleep, you sleep. They say you read. And that's what I did. And having my first mentor in the year 2016 literally woke me up from my mediocre middle class sleep.
Mhm.
That was when I found my first mentor, Grant Cardone.
Mhm.
And for people who don't know who he is renowned entrepreneur, sales coach, influencer, author, TV host. Like, he's done some crazy thing. He's a self-made billionaire.
Mm.
And when I saw his video and I read his book, my life completely changed. My mind just opened up. As a man, I'm not maximizing my potential. I'm mediocre. And
Mm.
that's how I got started on this journey of making other people aware of their potential, because I lost 13, 14 years of my life
Mm.
not knowing my own potential. And
Mm.
I said, man, I want to wake other people up. So the role of the mentor, was as if I was reborn. And then I found my second mentor, that is Dan Locke. He
Mm.
showed me, how do you take the passion and the purpose that you have
Mm.
and convert that into business, and
Mm.
how do you scale business. So Grant Cardone got me started, and Dan Locke, took me to the next level. And thanks to him, whatever I am today, is all because of my mentors. I don't take the credit. I say this to my students, like, man, I'm very dumb, I'm very stupid,
Mhm.
I don't know a lot, but I
Mm.
know only one thing: follow the
Mm.
process that the mentor has laid down, and just become the dream student. That's all I know.
So yeah, so that's the importance of Guru that you're talking about. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara.
Bilkul,
So
bilkul.
yes, so Dan Locke and Grant Cardone, amazing. Legacy and impact. Looking back on your journey so far, what legacy do you hope to leave behind, and how do you envision continuing to make an impact on the lives of others in the future?
Kalyug to Satyug,
Hmm.
right? Where, people are helpful and creating a better conscious
Hmm.
humans,
Hmm.
who are helping and growing together, right? If you see right now, the vibration of the planet are so challenging right now. Wars everywhere, fight everywhere.
Hmm.
This is just the
Collab-
probably last leg of the Kalyug, and now we're gonna get to Satyug. So my legacy will be making a little bit of contribution to create a better Satyug for all the people and the future generation. And hopefully, if people remember me, it's good. If not, that even if my lessons and that I could share through my books, through my students who are here, through their families, hopefully, legacy will be remembered.
Yeah, legacy will continue. All right. To all the people who are desirous of speaking, who've raised your hand, there are another few questions. And after I finish all the questions, after we've finished speaking, I think then you can raise your hands and then you can ask your questions, because I don't want that your actually hand muscles will actually ache, start to ache there. So yeah, rest is up to you, Kalpana and Muhammad Maruf. You can take your decision. All right. So, adapting to change. This business landscape is constantly evolving. You will agree, Dave,
Sure.
because suddenly we have 2 years ago, 1 year ago, in fact, we were operating in a certain way, and then we have Chat GPT, and we are suddenly things are changing. We have generative AI. So, how do you stay agile and adapt to the changes in the industry? And what advice would you give to entrepreneurs navigating uncertainty?
Yeah, I think best advice that I think I already shared is, don't try to look. There are some people who are inventors, and there are some people who are innovators, and there are some people who are smart to, whether they're not inventing, they're not innovating, they're just following the people who have done something and utilizing that. I'm not inventor. I may not be even be innovator. I'm not that smart. I'm not that genius. But I've understood that wherever the trend is going, just be with those people. Hold their hand so that you stay updated and you continue to grow. Otherwise, if you stop learning, you stop growing, that means you start dying. And that's what has happened with Nokia story and BlackBerry and so many case studies that we already know. I just tap along with the people who are smart. So what can you do? Number one, find the people who are smarter than you. Your mentors could be one of them, right? Be in their environment, be in their mastermind, because they are tracking the market, technology, and whatever the landscape is changing. Be with them. Number two, if you have a business, hire more people who are smarter than you, especially youngsters. Brilliant, because kabhi kabhi hota hai कि you get become too caught up into rabbit hole, thinking in the certain way, tunnel vision. But then the youngster come and they actually disrupt the entire way of thinking and doing things. So hire smarter people, young people. And number three, be friends with the people who are visionaries, who are not just comfortable with what they're doing and they're okay with that. Be with these people. So, bottom line, environment, right? And trust me, environment is more powerful than even our mindset, because mindset will fluctuate. You will become comfortable. You will go through different emotions. But if your environment is powerful, it's going to pull you back up. So that's what I suggest. Along with that, there is one recommendation that I want to give to everybody. I see the technologies are becoming smart, and I think we humans are becoming dumb. And that's a strong statement. I'll tell you why. You know, you see, we a lot of people know a lot about technology and innovation because it's trend. But how many people actually know about themselves? Meaning, what is their belief pattern? What are their childhood traumas? What are their energy blocks? How they are emotionally, mentally, right? How aware they are in terms of their relationships, right? How much of education they got, relationships, socially, intimacy, right? These are the subject. A lot of people are, they were not taught, and I was also not taught, because our education system was not built for it. So apart from just studying the world outside and the technology, first I think you should study the world within. Because if you don't understand yourself and your world within, no amount of knowledge outside world's knowledge is going to help you to live a happy life. Because ultimately kya hai, at the end of the day, we all want to live a happy and prosperous life. That's why we do what we do. So, but happiness is not completely lived if you're not tapping into your heart, if you're not tapping into your soul power, if you're not understanding how the mind work, how the emotions work. So along with the technology innovation, make sure you go back to your roots as well. And that's why these trends of yoga, ayurveda, healing, reiki, ayahuasca, all these are becoming more mainstream slowly.
Yeah, in fact, even I authored a book on emotions recently.
Oh, beautiful,
Yeah,
beautiful, there you go.
and it's called as Emotions Decoded. And I truly believe that yes, people are not very good at emotions, and a lot of things that they face in life and career is in relationships is because of their not being able to manage their emotions.
100%, 100%.
Yeah. All right. So, creating a positive culture as a leader of a growing team, how do you foster a positive and supportive work culture within your organization? And what role do you believe company culture uh, plays in overall success?
Huge, huge. I think the culture is everything about the company, right? If the culture is not strong, no matter how great product that you build, you're gonna ultimately go out of business. And I had my fair share of this learning. At the beginning, the biggest problem that I had is, and I don't know, some people believe in this, and they may agree or not agree. But initially, when I started my company, I used to create the family culture. I realized, oh, we are one family, and we're one team, one family. We do this thing, but I realized it's not good for everybody. Neither is good for them. Neither is good for me. Neither is good for the mission and the company, because things that you will let imagine, there are a lot of crazy things happen in everybody's family, right? And we let go and we ignore, right? But that we cannot ignore in company, because company runs on certain disciplines and processes and growth. Family is different. Family will accept you the way you are, not
Mm,
push you, not do things. They will. Your mother will still love you no matter what, right? But in business, if you don't perform, if you're not the person who is producing the results, the
mm,
love is not gonna just help to everybody grow, and it's gonna it'll reduce your potential. It'll keep you where you are. It'll
mm,
reduce the company's productivity. It'll take away from the economy and everybody. So
mm,
then I realized the culture, which really could be the best,
mm,
is the team culture, which is more sports culture, not
mm,
the family. When I say sports culture, yes, they are friendly, but they know that they are here for a specific goal, to
mm,
win and celebrate win, right? And I think that's the culture shift that has happened. So I learned these lessons the hard way, and I'm by far the perfect leader. I still continue to learn. I still keep making mistakes. But the true test of leadership and the culture is when things are not going well. When things are not going well, if you do not have the culture, if you do not have the people at first and in priority, your team first attitude is
mm,
going to backfire big time.
mm,
I made some tough decision in my company, but
mm,
trust me, all the people who are there, they still stand by me, and they still love me,
mm,
because they know the decisions which are tough has to be taken for the greater good of the company, for the mission, for the humanity. And um, and that's the culture I built, of culture of adaptability, culture of agility, and the culture of results. Because we have values, which is I care, in
mm,
integrity, innovation, uh, candor with compassion,
mm,
agility and adaptation, R for results, and E for extreme ownership. So we live for this culture, and we are bonded by this culture.
mm.
So we continue to thrive. So to answer your question in short, culture highly important, and more than your product, you need to work
Mm.
on the people and the culture.
Yeah, very true. Because I also believe that people are your first customers, your employees, your team is your first customer,
100%.
and if they are not happy, if they don't get a thriving environment, a culture, uh, they will not be able to perform.
Agree. Agree.
So I loved your I Care acronym for which is about all about your culture. So
Thank you.
fantastic, fantastic there. Balancing passion and profitability. You've had, we are all in this coaching, mentoring, and in a way, health business. It is called as health business, right?
Mm-hmm.
So building a business around one's passion. So I'm also driven by passion in this industry.
Mm-hmm.
Is a common aspiration. Like many people have this aspiration of following their passion. How do you strike a balance between pursuing your passion and ensuring profitability in your ventures? See, the problem is, Dave, not everyone is able to scale the way you have done in past 7, 8 years. Many mentors, coaches in India or anywhere are struggling because, see, they know their job, okay, but they do not know the business side of the coaching and mentoring, whatever it is that they want to do, uh, attracting clients, making money. They don't know this. How are
Mm-hmm.
you able to do it, Dave?
Um, if I give you a common answer, it'll be because of my mentor. But if I had to give you a specific answer, which I know a lot of listeners are looking for, like, hey, what is it that I need to do to scale my business fast? So I followed the principle, which was focused on high value and high price, right? So high price and highest value. When I started my journey as a coach, as a mentor, a lot of people were there in the industry say, "Oh, coaching is a bad industry. People don't spend money. They will cry. They'll ask for discount. They don't buy courses." I said, "Okay, I'm going to do something different." Right. So the first key is to charge higher price and highest value is be different. Don't do exactly what others are doing. Try and find your niche, find your micro niche, which is very specific. Don't go for masses, go for a specific small group of audience and become specialist there. So I became a specialist. So that's a step number one, being different, becoming a specialist, charging high ticket. So I started my coaching and mentoring program. At that time in 2018, it was 1 lakh rupees, right? And then it just grew from there to today. Now we charge, anywhere between 6 lakhs to even 10 lakhs and 12 lakhs as well, depending on the programs that they are getting into the entry level. Even we have 20 lakh, mentorship program as well. So we charge high ticket, but we provide highest value, which is a lot of people were providing information. I said, okay, I'm going to help people to get results and not just be a trainer, coach, or consultant, but I'll be a mentor. And I'll not just teach them in one area, one aspect, because business is not just based on one pillar. It needs all the areas. So I said, I'm going to provide them with the knowledge of all the areas. And parallelly, I learned all that from my mentor. So, like, whatever I was learning, implementing, and growing, I was teaching my mentees to do the same thing. So, this was my principle. So, high price, highest value, be different, and then, of course, master the art of marketing and sales. I've seen a lot of people who are especially coaches and trainers, they're so passionate about their craft. It could be an artist as well, it could be a singer as well. They're so passionate about their art, their craft, that they forget that being a great artist who does not know how to monetize it will be a broke artist.
Yeah.
And broke artist is not good for anybody. Same way, the broke coach, broke businessman is not good for anybody. Broke
Good.
doctor is not good for anybody. Like, imagine a doctor who's saving lives, but he's not able to reach the people who require his service. It's not a good thing for
Not
humanity.
sustainable. Not sustainable.
Yeah, not sustainable, not good for humanity. Everybody loses. So I tell all my students that, hey, learn marketing, learn sales, learn marketing, learn sales. So I learned marketing and sales very early on. I was very lucky to have mentors like Grant Cardone, Dan Locke, who taught me the importance of it and how do you do it ethically and how do you provide the value and bring the audience into your universe. So I still learn, I still continue to improve and polish my platform closing techniques, my one-on-one closing techniques. I still polish them. It has been 6 7 years. We've done really really well for ourselves, but I still continue to learn. So that hunger to continue to learn and improve, in the business aspect and not just in the technical aspect, is the key.
All right. All right. So it's very important to learn marketing and sales. If I have to ask you um, something about marketing and sales, one thing that
Mhm.
you can say to especially the people in coaching, mentoring business, what would
Easily, one thing easily on I always say this: branding.
branding?
If you cannot build your brand,
Hmm.
you cannot grow,
Hmm.
right? Because what's the difference between Salman Khan and Nawazuddin Siddiqui?
Hmm.
Who's a better actor? Nawazuddin Siddiqui.
Yes, he
But
is.
who has the bigger brand? Salman Khan. Who gets paid more? Salman Khan.
True.
So yeah, so build a brand, and the brand, spend money and time and effort understanding how the branding actually works. Brand is not just about throwing some colors and logos and pictures and that's about it. That's very superficial understanding of branding for people. Branding includes everything: your mission, your positioning in the market, how people perceive you, what do you stand for, right? Nike's branding and positioning, what does Nike stand for? Understand their philosophy. So it's very deeper than the color and the swoosh, that tick mark that they have. It's very deep to understand all those psychology and how they tapped into building a brand. Like when Nike story, all of you, I encourage you to read books, that how Nike became Nike, right? Nike or Nike, I don't know how you pronounce it, but when the company was launching itself, Adidas was the biggest player in the market. And how they beat the Adidas was by getting the brand deals through these sports personalities and putting their shoes in those sports personalities legs. And then that's how they skyrocketed, and today they're still doing great on branding. So whether it's shoe company or a coach or a consultant or a app developer, if you do not know how to build a brand, no matter what you do, you will always be struggling to grow your
Yeah,
business.
fantastic, fantastic. I'm personally, for one, I'm drawing a lot of value from this conversation, and I hope the same with the audience. I a little more patience there, a few more questions. After that, I will invite you one by one to ask your questions or to share your perspective. All right, Dave, my next question is insight from your best selling book, which is 80% mindset and 20% skills. And it has
Mhm.
resonated with many readers. Could you share a key principle or insight from the book that you believe has had a profound impact on your journey as an entrepreneur?
Yeah, sure. I think 80% mindset, 20% skill. One of the principle that I shared in that is, there are four types of people, right? There are people who are, quitters, losers. I call them losers. Then there are people who are comforters. Then there are people who are averages, and then there are people who are unstoppables. And I realized that a lot of people can spot people who are quitters or losers, because they will start something, they quit. They start something, they quit. Whether it's fitness, diet, workout, learning something, they're quitters. They had the pattern that's been built. Then there are comforters that they just do, a little bit and they get comfortable. They do a little bit and comfortable, right? And kya karna hai, kya leke jana hai upar, and all that, the gyan that they have. Then there are averages. People averages are the people who do what they're asked to do, just enough, and they are not low, not high. Then there are unstoppables, like the name itself, that they do more than what they're asked for. They're always moving ahead and pushing the boundaries. The dangerous category of all these is averages, because averages camouflage them, and then they fool themselves, telling everybody and themselves that, oh, okay, I'm doing well, I'm smart. Once in a while they win something, the once in a while they achieve something, but their consistency is not there, right? It's like one time hit and then losing again. So that those are averages that they continue to just sustain and survive, and that's a dangerous category. So knowing which category you are in and then pushing to become unstoppable, that is the secret of becoming successful. It's one of the principle I shared in 80% mindset, 20% skills. Because no matter how much skills or degrees that you have, if you don't tune your mind to become unstoppable, kill the average Joe, kill the mediocrity within, you will not be able to build the life of your dreams, and neither your family will be able to enjoy the fruits.
Very true, very true. All right. So we are done with questions. It was insightful, Dave, all the questions and the way you answered them. I drew a lot of value out of them, and I'm sure the same with my audience here today, our audience here today. So I'm going to invite you one by one, and please unmute yourself and share your views or ask your question.
Hello.
Hi, Mohammed. Mohammed Maroof.
Yes, am I
Welcome.
audible?
You are very much.
Thank you so much, Sandana, for giving me the opportunity to speak. It's a great session, Dave. Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Um, okay, this is Maru from Bangladesh. I am a digital marketing specialist. I have been working in digital marketing industry in Bangladesh more than 10 years. Right now, I'm working in a local company, by the way. So I have a question to you that you talk about lots of things. I like the words you said that you born twice, one from your parents and from your mentors. So actually, I'm talking about the mentors. Okay, so in
Hmm.
Bangladesh, and I'm talking about youth overall, that after graduation or a fresh graduate or mid-level employee, that they have a passion to do something. Okay, that I'm a digital marketer. I have been graduated from business administration. My goal was I will be the digital marketer. I set my goal almost 15 years back.
Hmm.
So that's now I am a digital marketer. Okay, so I decided in my own myself my decision, career decision. But right now there are, the technology and information is available right now. Technologies and marketing industry and all industry is growing. Business world is in industry is growing. But how can the fresh graduate or the university student or the mid-level employee or senior executive or in middle class. Actually, they are from middle class. They are
Mm-hmm.
actually come from the middle class because they have no direction. So yeah, in society there are lots of mentors, but how can we verify that who is the best for me? Because of that some mentors talk about lot of things, lot of they are showing us lot of dreams, lots of
Sure.
blah blah.
Sure.
So it's very difficult to verify actually in Bangladesh, and also
Right.
I don't know
Right.
what about the India and other world. So what would be the criteria and what could be the checklist for that? Thank you so much.
Good question, Mohammed Maruf. I personally recommend that all the mentors are good, but I think who do you resonate with the most is very important. When I say all good, is because if they have achieved some kind of results for themselves that you're looking to achieve, for sure they're good. But now, how do you know who do you connect with? I feel for that you can try their webinars, read their books, get into their community, observe them, and trust me, your heart will know that, oh, you know what, this person is my mentor. Like when I saw my mentor, Grant Cardone's video for the first time, I was like, man, who is this person? I want to know more about him. I watched all his videos, I read all his books, I bought all his program. So my heart knew he is the person because he has achieved the results that I'm looking to achieve. So my heart knew that. And of course, if he's got social media following, it's easy to understand how how valuable they are. If they have written books which are best selling, and if they are if you read them and connects with your heart, they're the right people. Then of course take a little bit of calculated risk, get into their universe, buy their courses, buy their program, and learn from them. Like my mentor Grant Cardone does not even know that I'm his mentee. I'm one of his success stories. He does not even know. So yeah, that's these are some of the checklists that youngsters can follow. And ideally youngsters should offer to work for free for the people. If they really want to learn, forget about the money, work for free, maybe get a basic stipend, just first few years to get experience. And once you have the experience, you can convert that experience and make money out of that. So this is my recommendation.
Well, can I ask another question? Just give me a floor. Can you?
Yeah, a quick one. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much again, Sandana. The professional trainers and the mentors talk about the work-life balance. Okay, so in our country and lots of foreign trainers, they are talking about the work-life balance concept. They talk about that. Yeah, okay, you have 9 to 5 jobs, and you have a leisure time, you have holiday. You have to hang out with your family, and you have hobby to do. Okay, but the mentors actually they are working 24 hours, but 24 hours not likely that, but they are working so hard.
Yeah.
I closely observed that they have no work-life balance, but they're talking about the work-life balance for their followers. So is that
Yeah.
misconception? Because of they're doing real life in such a way, but they are talking about such another thing. So what does
Yeah.
that mean?
So
So work-life balance is that a valuable, or that meaningful concept in our corporate world?
got it. Got it. Got it. You know what? And when I started my journey, I never believed in work-life balance. I was like, man, hustle, hustle, hustle. Because then I was following people like Grant Cardone, Gary Vaynerchuk. They're all about hustle and grinding and no holidays, no weekend. And I'm so grateful that I went through that phase. I'm so grateful that I got into that mode of 10x action and being ruthless in terms of action and serving people, omnipresent, massive action. But then I realized that it is not necessary eventually to get into that mode, because if you know other lives, the pillars of other your life, other pillars like your health, your relationship, your spirituality, your emotion, mastery, if that is not also growing, then you're just going to get frustrated. I see so many people, entrepreneur, get burnout. Why? Because they don't have time for themselves, they don't get into spirituality, they don't spend time with family, health becomes bad. So what are you going to do with the money and the passion and hustle? So yes, it is important to work hard and grind, and then have a balanced life. So what is the solution then, Dave? So I say, Live 6 Mondays a week life for first few years until you build 6 Sundays a week life. क्या मतलब है? मतलब starting पे 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, whatever it is, you decide. You work really, really hard and sacrifice whatever is required to get to a certain place so that it becomes a choice whether you want to work or not work, whether you want to travel or not travel. And then I did that for first few years. Today, I can say my life is in very harmony, right? Emotional, mental health, spiritual health, physical health, financial health, relationship. I have it all today. And that's what I mean by true freedom, that you cannot just work, work and burn out in pursuing your goals and numbers and money, and other areas are not fulfilled. So it is possible. And the secret is first few years sacrifice, and then you create the life of your dreams, that then every day becomes Sunday.
Very true. Very inspiring.
Thank you so much for your wonderful question. Thank you so much. Thank.
Thank you, Asan. Bye. God bless you.
All right, Kalpana,
Hello, am I audible?
you are.
Good
Yes.
evening to everyone. First of all, I would like to thank Sadhana and Dev sir for having such an awesome discussion. I am having so many
Thank you.
takeaways. So once again, I'm grateful for hearing this session. One question I am
Pleasure.
having from the start of this session, Dev sir, you have mentioned that for anyone to follow their passion or to succeed in their life, they want three things. First is the knowledge and skill. Second is heart to have that change, that impact in the world. And the third
Hmm.
and most important thing is the gut, which is most of the people lacking. I'm a
Hmm.
chartered accountant by profession. 10 years I've spent being a finance professional. Now, from last 2 years, I'm into training and public speaking. So most of the time, it comes into my mind that what will happen, what will be the end result. Specifically, it is pointing out to that gut area, it seems to me. So I would like to hear your thought and suggestion to how to have that third criteria fulfill in ourselves, to have that gut to follow our passion, our
Sure,
dream.
sure. Beautiful question, Kalpana, and congratulations for embarking on this journey. You know that by just you embarking on this journey tells me that you already have what it takes. A lot of people do not even jump into the water, afraid of how cold the water is, how scary it'll be. So congratulations for jumping in it first. And now once you've jumped, how do you continue, moving deeper into it and continue the to use your courage muscle? See, the problem is right from the childhood, we've been conditioned in such a way that, oh, don't take risk, take it easy, yahan hath mat dalo, current lag jayega, aisa karo, be safe, be safe. We heard this be safe so many times, play safe so many times that it just become our, second nature, that, oh, we play safe. But if you see, right from the childhood, our innate ability was to take risk. That was our natural ability. We were not fearful. Like we would jump around anywhere, do things. We were not afraid. But because of society and conditioning, we became fearful. Now, how do you go from where you are to going to the truest nature of human soul, which is to look at abundance, to look at growth and not look at scarcity and fear? How do you do that? Is I think you have to consciously use that muscle called courage muscle, because they say that if you don't use the courage muscle, it shrinks, and that's what has happened. So now we need to start practicing that courage muscle. How do you do that? By taking calculated risks, right? Take small risk, enough risk that it does not kill you, does not put you out of business, but you continue to take scary thing, next scary thing, next scary thing. The day when you become comfortable and not putting yourself into doing something scary, that means that's when your downfall begins. So that is tactical and logical answer I'll give you. But I'll also give you one philosophical answer, which is whatever amount of effort you put in your business or your craft or your technical skills, put double the effort in your emotional intelligence, understanding more about spirituality, and growing in those areas as well. Because if you don't grow there, what will happen is your business will outgrow you. And when your business outgrows you, it results in frustration because now you don't know what to do. I know a lot of people, they have a lot of businesses and so many things that come at them, but because they've not grown in certain areas, they are not able to catch up with the speed of business and they feel frustrated and stressed. So having the both areas, emotional, mental intelligence, spiritual intelligence, along with the business intelligence, combining all that is going to help you to grow tremendously. And then of course, have more faith. If you're practicing spirituality, the best way to overcome any challenge or anxiety or fear is to tap into your best friend, which is your faith. More faith you have, you can tap into any fears. And last advice I want to give you is have big goals and big dreams, but have limited needs. मतलब सपने बड़े देखो, goals बड़े रखो, अपनी ज़रूरतें बहुत छोटी रखो. So when you do that, man, you are the dangerous person because you can take risk like nobody else.
Wow. Fantastic, Dave. Fantastic.
Awesome. So it was like four solutions, four direction you have given me, sir. Thank you so much. So today morning I've started my day with a motivational talk, and it was the last line was like, true desire in the heart for anything good is God's proof to you, sent beforehand to indicate that it's yours already.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fantastic.
Beautiful. Beautiful, Kalpana. Wish you the best. Well done.
Thank you, thank you. So it started with this quote, and I'm ending my day with the suggestion from Dev sir. Thank you so much for
My
the
pleasure.
Thank
advice,
you,
sir.
Kalpana. Thank you. Aisha.
Yes,
Aisha, you there?
yes,
Yeah.
Adina. Hi, Dave. Thank you so much for allowing me this opportunity to share my thoughts. And I found the conversation really inspiring. I'm so thrilled that I'm talking to the Dev Kadvi. I'm an international student here in Canada. I'm an AI engineer by profession. And I've secured an internship. And right now, I'm exploring avenues on social platforms in order to diversify my income. So, my initial milestone was creating a professional website and
Now, if I give you advice, I think at your stage, I would really learn the art of marketing and attracting people
Mhm,
because marketing is the art of attracting people. Because nobody can hire you,
mhm,
nobody can hire you own. And this is the obscurity which kills a lot of businesses because nobody knows you and nobody can pay you. The goal is great, 30,000. um, have 10x pipeline for that. So if you have to have 30,000, how can you have people who are potential buyers worth 300,000? It may not happen in one day, one month, but consistently work. So maybe create your content strategy, create your channels, podcast, right?
mhm,
Get into mastermind, create the community, talk about all these things. So that'll help you to create visibility. And when this visibility grows, your capital grows, which is your social capital grows. Before you have your actual financial capital, money, build your social capital. That's what I did. I built my social
mhm,
capital, built my followers, started writing my book. And when I launched myself, I was in a job and I did it for 1.5 years, 2 years, serving, giving. I did hundreds of free coachings as well. And the day when I launched, within 2.5 months, I made entire year's money that I'll make in a job in just 2.5 months. And I made my
mhm,
first 1 crore in the year 2018, first year itself. So it was all because apart from technical knowledge, I learned marketing and sales.
mhm. Makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Wish you good luck.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dave. Thank you.
Pleasure. Yeah. Sadhna, who's next?
Yeah. So apart from what you're good at, which is your passion, I think marketing and sales is these are two skills that one must learn if you want to grow as an entrepreneur. So that was my key as well, Dave. Thank you so much for that. Uh, yeah,
100%.
Akash.
Beautiful. First of all, congratulations for taking this leap, man. I'm telling you, that's the hardest pill to swallow. So you've done the hardest part. Okay. Journey is going to be exciting. Trust me. One advice that I want to give to all the youngsters, I'm not going to give you technology advice because technologically, youngsters are really brilliant, smart. You two are very smart. But one thing I'm going to give you a fundamental value that I want you to practice is the practice of long term thinking and having patience. Because this is what I feel that Gen Z and the youngsters are missing. One side, it could be a strength, but you know what? I've seen so many cases that it just become youngsters become loose cannon. They start shooting in the wrong direction, and then if it doesn't work, they get frustrated, and then that's out. Having a long-term vision is how can I work on something that I'm not going to judge myself for next 5 years. I'm going to pursue it, and I'm going to go deep into it, and I'm going to master it, and I'm going to make a big impact in it. So having a long-term vision and having a patience along with the technology thing, because technology advice you don't need from me because you're already smart at it. But a lot of people do not have long-term vision and patience, so that's why they never see their dreams become reality, and they jump from one branch to another branch like monkey business. It's not good. We got to be in human business. So instead of trying to jump from one thing to another thing, take one thing after, of course, going through some right processes and framework, which I'm sure you've gone through that. That find your winning idea, best winning idea, and take some time to narrow it down on that. And once you're sure, then you go deep into that without getting distracted, because today the world is full of distraction, man. Right? A lot of people showing things, and you know yeah, it's just distraction. So commit to one thing for a long term and have patience for results. Awesome, Akash. Wish you the best, man.
Congratulations, Akash, and I wish you good luck in your endeavor. May you succeed. Thank you so much. Bhargav?
Yes. Hey Sadna and hey Dev. Thanks for making
Hello.
this event successful. So I'm listening carefully this event, and what my question is, Dev, like currently I'm working, means I'm doing job. So I wanted to know basically, if I want to make a business, then how do I approach or how do I change my thinking to take a risk, or what's your advice?
That's a brilliant question. I think everything starts from thinking. If you change your thinking, you can change your world. So I think the best advice I can give you right now is find a process that can help you to change your thoughts and help you to execute the process that is required to quit your job and build the business on passion. And if I were to give you some brief of process that we teach our student is, first step is clarity of your vision, your passion, and get clarity of the business micro niche that you have. Say, oh, business is hard, business is risky. It is not. Business is not hard, business is not risky, provided if you know how to sell, right? And that's these are the four steps that I suggest people who are starting their journey to do it. But you know what? Easier said than done. Is better to have a mentor and take the support and guidance of the mentor. It's like, when you wanted to become a doctor, you went to the doctor, school, doctory school, and that's when you became a doctor. You want to be an entrepreneur, go to entrepreneurship school. And when I say entrepreneurship school, not referring to traditional education, go to somebody who's a practitioner and not just preacher. I see a lot of education teachers, they're just preaching, but they don't practice it. They're all theory. So go to somebody who's done it, practical, and who connects with you, with your heart, and yeah, follow the process, pay the price, you know and reduce the learning curve.
Thanks, Dev.
Message
Thanks,
is
Sadhana.
clear.
Good luck, Bhargav.
Invest in some good mentor, Bhargav. That's the key that you can take away. If I have to ask one question from what you just said, Dave, one advice you can give to be a great person, how to sell without sounding very salesy, how to be a
Mm.
good salesperson.
Look, first of all, I think selling is serving. If you understand this principle, all the people have a lot of inhibition about sales because they've seen all the selfish, slimy, sleazy salespeople. Sir, Tata Sky le lo, sir, ye le lo, wo le lo. They're just selling for the sake of selling. But if you really, really understand that selling is serving, then the whole paradigm will shift. I love selling, right? And for me, I get shocked if people not buying. Like, why would you not buy? I don't say that. And I teach my students as well on how you master the art of sales.
Hmm. Perfect, perfect there. All right, Saroj.
थैंक यू साधना जी एंड गुरुदेव नमस्कार आपको।
नमस्कार, कैसे हो सरोज?
बहुत अच्छा, मैं आपका सेशन अटेंड कर चुका था सर।
अच्छा।
और गुरुदेव मैं जैसे सेशन अटेंड किया बोथ द बुक्स आई बॉट
ओह लवली, क्या बात है, क्या
इंस्टेंटली
बात।
एंड यू विल नॉट बिलीव उसको नेक्स्ट 1 वीक में आई हैव कंप्लीटेड बोथ द बुक्स देन आई मैसेज्ड यू आल्सो ऑन द व्हाट्सएप
अच्छा,
to give you my
ब्यूटीफुल
background.
ब्यूटीफुल।
Basically I'm a engineer, then I did management, and I was working for Tata group of companies Voltas,
हम्म
and sales was always my passion. I have
हम्म।
booked the largest project in my life, which is Chennai Metro, was 276 crore.
वाओ, कंग्रेचुलेशंस।
However, however, thank you. However, that is not the things what I'm excited about. I'm
हम्म
excited about the passionpreneur, entrepreneur, what journey I've started by risking my job, which was not a good thing, which I did last 10 years before, because I was transferred to Mumbai, and as you were there in Bangalore, I'm
हम्म
also Bangalore here for many years. So it's amazing place, as you know. So I
हम्म
decided not to go. I started my own consultancy in air conditioning domain, which was my main course. In the
हम्म।
meantime, I was obese, and I reduced myself, and then today I am working on a great mission of obesity free India, and a person across the world. We have 2.4 lakhs followers right now, and
हम्म।
we have touched almost 1 lakh people to reverse their degenerative disease if the root cause is obesity. Either it can
वाओ।
be hypertension, or it can be diabetic type 2, or it can be arthritis, infertility, or PCOD, PCOS. I was also a typical case was obesity. Because why I'm passionate about you, because you are a combination of everything. आप हेल्थप्रेन्योर भी हो, आप पैशनप्रेन्योर भी हो, you are a amazing orator. I mean, I don't know what to tell. I'm grateful to Sadhana ji. Through her, I'm able to talk to you right now. My question to
थैंक
you is
यू।
one, Gurudev, that
श्योर।
see this entire world, that obesity is the biggest things. और मुझे मार्केटिंग से सेल से कभी डर नहीं लगा, एंड दैट्स व्हाई आई डिड लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स इन माय लाइफ, है ना।
हम्म
बट मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट है जब मैं किसी मोटे लोगों को देखता हूँ ना, बिकॉज एवरीवेयर दे आर देयर, आई फील वेरी pity about them, and I want to contact them, and I have approached a lot of places as well, because I started giving some sessions as well. So how do I cascade these things so that this all mission obesity free India, which I am working right now for almost 6 countries right now, है ना? So how do I cascade further so that lot of people can become better off? And I was also listening to you. Doctor kuch nahi karta hai, doctors should come, but where the all hotels, the hospitals became 5-star hotels, as you know.
हम्म
So since I have got a big Brahmastra, I can reverse there all the things. Every day I write a lot of things.
हम्म
So how do I reach people in mass way so that I can give them the solution so that they can live their life fullest? And as you yourself is example of health and fitness freak, मैं आपका बहुत सारा चीज देखता रहता हूँ. So how do I reach people? And frankly speaking, starting from the bureaucrats or politicians, or if anybody you talk about, everybody is obese. I
हम्म
happens to meet, Bangalore police commissioner without any appointment very recently. He himself is obese, but he was hesitant to ask my help.
या गुड
So
गुड क्वेश्चन।
so
पहले
so
तो
so
यार
how do you help, Gurudev?
ब्यूटीफुल, पहले तो बहुत बहुत बधाई, कंग्रेचुलेशंस फॉर व्हाट अ नोबल कॉज यू डूइंग, व्हाट अ ब्यूटीफुल uh, service that you're doing for humanity. And thank you for so much love and respect that you have shown to humanity and to me as well, of course. So, to answer your question, if you really want to tap into masses, I think the fitness has to become the movement, right? And for a movement to build, it requires people's adoption. How do you acquire, people and make it like cool to have fitness is cool, right? Anything because is cool, people adopt it very fast, right?
Yes.
So how do you make fitness cool, right? I would suggest to get some brand endorsements, collaborate with people, and launch something together. Alone we can you know walk, but together we can actually walk really far. So do some
Yes.
collaborations, get some celebrities, get some celebrity endorsements, and create this as not a business or a coaching, but create like a movement. Because you see, movement will not
Yeah.
die. Business may fail, product may fail, but movements don't fail. So create a movement that people like to be associated with, like to talk about, like to share with others, and they are impressed with how cool this is to stay fit. And बाकी तो I think awareness धीरे धीरे बढ़ रहा है health का. A lot of
Yes.
people are
Yes.
becoming, especially Corona के बाद तो a lot of
Yes.
people
Post COVID.
woke up.
Yes.
A lot of people
Very
woke
correct.
up from their sleep. So I think awareness बढ़ रहा है. It's just that can you tap into the right people at the right time to grab people's attention towards this. And trust me, राह चलते लोगों को inspire करना बहुत मुश्किल है. Because when you see a fat person, I can totally understand the feeling. Because I used to feel that, man, why are they not focusing on fitness? I feel bad. But then I realize it is,
Yes.
one thing that I would want you to work on also for your students is whatever is inside shows up outside. If you are emotionally weak inside, you will be physically weak outside as well, because it shows up outside. क्यों मोटा इंसान को पता नहीं होता वो मोटा है, but वो क्यों मोटा हो जा रहा है? Why are they becoming more fat? Because they're not able to control the diet. Why they're not able to control the diet? Why they're not able to work? आत्मा का शक्ति नहीं है. The soul power is not there. Physical power, yes. Mental power नहीं है, soul power नहीं है. And because of which, they're not able to stay consistent. So a lot of healing needs to really go through. So physical transformation is important, but mental and healing journey also is important. So talk about the healing journey. You go through some processes, some programs, some people. Now if you're there in our universe, I'm going to be doing some physical workshops as well. You can come
Yeah.
attend, you can bring your
Sure.
community. So when they transform emotionally and inside wise, they heal. Physically they will heal faster. Otherwise it's going to be very, very difficult. So these are some of my recommendations.
Sure. Certainly. Certainly. In fact, our program is based on the four pillars, sir. One
Mhm.
is that health. Second thing is food. Then emotional well-being and spirituals.
Beautiful, beautiful. I love
And
it.
in
I
fact,
love
we
it.
take also session every day, 5:30 session, 5:30 a.m. Indian time to
Mm,
6 a.m., which is a rise and science session every single day for half an hour session.
beautiful, beautiful. I'm
And
very
one more
proud of
question.
you. Very, very proud of
Yes,
you.
thank you so much. Last questions. When are you writing next book? I
My
know, I know you are writing few pages, then you are stopping.
Yes, yes, yes. My third book is still in process, and
Yes,
that book is gonna really help a lot of people.
yes.
I'm hoping I'll finish in the next few months.
Yeah, you are maybe you are in Dubai, right? You are not in India right now.
Yes, I'm in Dubai.
Yeah, recently you came to your hometown also.
Yes, I was at a hometown.
Yes,
Yes,
yes, yes. Yeah, I saw your videos. Thank
thank
you
you,
so much, sir. And thank you,
thank you,
Sadhna ji, for this wonderful session.
Thank you,
thank you, sir.
Sarojji. Thank you so much for adding value. All right, Nancy.
Hello.
Yeah, Nancy, please go ahead.
Yeah. So hello there, sir. I have been part of Passionpreneur movement, and so basically, I was building my business along with a job, but then I left my job. So I was like building my business without job, but then I realized that it's like long journey. So I again joined a job, but now what I'm learning is copywriting. And the first question that I would like to ask is regarding the marketing. So everybody says that learn marketing and sales.
Mhm.
So which is the good place to start marketing? And like not technical knowledge, I would love to know the implementation knowledge.
Which is a good place to start marketing.
Correct. Yes.
Acha. Um, I think social media is the generic answer, but I think your question is a little broad. So I'm not so sure where, do I take this, which direction should I take this answer? But yeah, you want to elaborate more?
Yeah, basically, so right now I'm learning copywriting, and my content pillar is regarding I am building my personal brand, and the writing, personal brand plus storytelling would be my so in that way. So if I, let's say, I create course on copywriting or maybe storytelling, then how should I market this? Is there, are there any books to learn, or maybe course, or the person I should follow?
Yeah, yeah. I think the first thing that you need to do, Nancy, is when you are becoming a copywriter, I think it's a very, very good field, provided you are passionate about copywriting, huh? Because a lot of people get into skills and they're not passionate about it. So I'm hoping that you're passionate about copywriting and then you chosen that field. It's a very good field. My
Yes.
mentor, Dan Locke became a millionaire. You already know, right? So Dan Locke became millionaire at the age of 27 just because of copywriting skills.
Yeah.
And if I were to give you an advice to where do you start for yourself to offer your services, I would suggest to get at least a couple of clients, work on their funnels and their copies, whether it is emails or funnel landing pages, whatever. Help them become successful and take that as a case study and create your brand through the case studies rather than just creating content and starting to teach copywriting to others. So you prove it to your metal and your ability in copywriting and helping them to get more results, those clients. Then once you've done it, now the second phase is, hey, I'm going to teach you how to become a copywriter and make X money from a client. That could be the second phase. So take it phase wise. Phase one, let me get my direct clients. I'll do the work for them. And this way you will also practice your copywriting skills as well as help them get results. Then based on that, then second stage, you teach others.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Yeah, and
right.
at the
Yes.
beginning, if you're
Yes.
thinking that, how do I get the clients and all, just offer your services for free, right? And say, you know what, you don't pay me anything. Only when I get you results, you pay me. So it's okay. Show me, prove it to me what you can do. And then if your work is good, they will hire you. Because the thing is, if you can't prove valuable to them, then whatever you're going to teach is not going to have, the substance that is required.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I believe, Nancy, I think that was great enough. But I will also add that, first of all, demonstrate through your copyrights, your content on social media that you are a good one.
Yeah.
Consistently write such content, and then maybe offer your services to some people on bare minimum charges, and provide great value and get their reviews, and that's how you start. Either video review or written reviews, whatever you can get hold of, and that's how you build. What do you say, Dave?
Perfect. Perfect. I agree. Absolutely.
All right. So I already we are overboard, and time wise also it's Dave, would you like to take two more questions, or we wind up?
I have a call in just few minutes. I
Okay.
have to wind up
All
right
right.
now. I would love to, but I
All
have a
right.
call, another one.
All right. Okay. Aisha and Meenakshi, I'm sorry I'm not able to accommodate. I accommodated. It's 8 past 25, 25 minutes over, extra over and above what I promised to Dave, that I would only take 1 hour of yours. So, thank you, everyone, for joining in. And before I conclude, I want to offer a special opportunity for you all, our valued listeners, to delve deeper into your leadership journeys. As a leadership coach, I'm passionate about empowering individuals to unlock your full potential and navigate the complexities of leadership with confidence. And that's why I'm offering one free 40-minute coaching call. And during these calls, we can discuss your specific challenges explore personalized strategies, and answer any question you might have. If you're interested in taking advantage of this opportunity, go to book my services section in my profile and book one free call, 40 minutes free call, and let's see how we can change your life. All right. So before I before I close, Dave, do you have any parting words for our audience?
Yeah, I just want to thank them, each and every one of you who has been curiously listening to this. That there's is the reason why I think you and I we are connected. It's not just luck. It's not just the app. It's not just sadhana, but it's I think universe who is conspiring us to be here together. And the time that you give is the most precious thing that you can give to anybody. Money, whatever, it's fine, but most important is time. So thank you for giving your precious time and being a good student and listener. And yeah, that's all I want to say. And nothing will make me more happy than your success in terms of becoming the bigger and better version of yourself and changing your family's destination. Destiny, whole complete destiny, from just where you are to creating the life of your dreams. So just wish you all the best.
Fantastic, fantastic, Dave. Thank you. I'm more than happy, and I'm really thrilled to have you here today. And I can't thank you enough. In fact, so thank you so
Thank
much, Dave Gadri,
thank you.
for sharing your valuable insights. And to our wonderful audience, thank you for tuning in. Remember, leadership is a continuous journey of learning and growth. Keep striving, keep inspiring, and keep leading with purpose. Thank you so much. See you next week. Bye bye.
Thank you for doing this, Adna. Thank you for having me. God bless you.
Thank you, Dave. Thank